Breakfast is considered the most important meal of the day. So what's better?
The cheap breakfast.
Fast food breakfast?
Or fancy Filipino breakfast?
And first, Filipino home breakfast. Pandesal and coffee. Well, we don't like coffee, so Energen.
Time to get energized. Oh, some soft boys here of pandasolers.
And of course, the Filipino way is to dip it in the coffee / Energen. So, oh boy, junky.
Which is very interesting. I mean, like, not all that often do you dip bread in your coffee in the US. But let's see.
That's tasty.
Whoa.
Did you expect it to soak up the flavor like that?
When you taste wet bread, it's like, it gets all goopy and whoopy, you know? But this stuff stays soft on the inside and soaks the flavy.
Energen. I make the Energen with milk. What do you make yours with?
You gotta get it nice and creamy, right?
Junky. This probably cost a total of, for the 2 Pandesal and the Energen, like 35 pesos.
Yeah, max.
Cheap home Filipino meal. Delicious.
It's pretty solid. Will the others be able to compare?
But before we head on to the fast food, we decided to give some predictions of what we thought would be the best value.
All right, so it's time to bet. What do you think is going to be the best value for the money? The cheap, the fast food, or the fancy meal?
The only way it isn't the cheap is if somehow the fast food is like just shocking our taste buds.
I have a feeling the quality at the fancy place might just be so much higher than everything else that it blows us away, and for me it might take the cake, but we'll see.
But let's see who was right by heading on to the fast food breakfast. And of course we had to go to
Jollibee.
I'm not seeing much of breakfast. Everyone's eating spaghetti and...
The breakfast right now?
Oh, they do on the menu, but nobody's eating it.
Could I do an order of beef tapa?
Beef tapa. For the drink soup.
Orange juice? And then could I do a longaniza? What do you want for a drink?
I'll do Minute Maid.
The orange juice. And then also could we do the bacon, egg, and cheese pancake sandwich, please?
For the drinks, sir.
Maybe Coke with that one, please? That's all.
Sir, peach mango pie for the soup.
Is it good for breakfast?
Yes.
Yeah? Yeah, sure.
Add, sir.
Yeah, sure.
So of course the fast food option had to be the good old Jollibee.
Which is completely full at 9:30. That's crazy. We literally found one spot to sit.
We weren't even sure they were going to be serving breakfast, but at the very, very end, they had the breakfast menu. Luckily, most people here seem to have fried chicken and spaghetti.
We spent 500 pesos, right?
Yeah, 579 pesos on Jollibee.
When we were anticipating going to Jollibee, we were expecting like 250, 300 maybe. But we got upsold into some pies.
I mean, we asked if it's for breakfast, and it was for breakfast, so we have no choice. Do you see anybody else with like pancakes? No.
I'm scouting down, I'm not seeing anyone.
No pancakes.
This is very interesting that like they have the rice meals here, but no one is actually getting them.
Are they going to discontinue them eventually?
They might.
We got Jollibee breakfast one time before in Dubai, actually. We ate it in our hotel room, remember that? That was quite the interesting experience. I don't know, how long do you think we're going to be waiting here for
I don't know.
this?
Oh wait, I see 2 orange juices and a Coke, that's ours.
Oh, we also have a Coke? Oh, dang.
Yeah, because we got a 3rd drink, so I just did a Coke.
Why does that not look like much food? That might also be ours right there. He's like looking confused, like, two trays? What's going on here? We're here. We're over here, sir. Hi. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so we got an array here, and holy, what are you most excited for in this big plate of food?
So I'm most excited for this longaniza. That actually looks very tasty. Should we...
I'm most excited for this, actually. Minute Maid lemonade. Cheers, sir. Oh man, it is so sweet here. It's so good. Man, it's sweet.
You couldn't drink this every day as your normal orange juice, but if you're going out to eat, get this dang thing.
Wow, it's sweet. So we're going into the longers first, right?
Yeah, we gotta go into the longers. I'm excited for this.
Oh, it's got a snap to it. It's not just a hot dog.
They're like
Wow.
actually like fried up.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
The inside is so mushy.
The outside's like crunchy and soft, and then the inside like falls apart. But it's really spiced up.
Why is it so? The texture is throwing me off so much.
Like if you look at that, it's just a normal hot dog, but it like falls into pieces.
I like the flavor quite a bit, but the texture is very weird. Very weird.
But we didn't try it with garlic rice.
Oh my god.
We didn't silog it, am I right?
What are we doing? You better silog this thing completely.
It's so interesting that like to be a breakfast food, you just need to mix food with garlic rice.
And you have to have an egg on the side.
Yeah.
Wow, very flavorful garlic rice.
Garlic rice, my boy.
Wow, it doesn't look like there's much garlic in it when you look at it.
It just looked like rice with a few chunkers in there.
Wow, I'm gonna get actually a straight up of that. That bite had more of like the burnt garlic taste on it.
And I gotta say, 10 times better than Jollibee's normal rice.
It is. Why is it so much better quality?
Oh, wow.
You actually have individual grains with each one. So beef tacos next.
I'm scared about this.
Why is it so wet?
I'm a little scared, to be honest.
I'm gonna get less of a bite. I had a huge bite. I'm gonna get less of one just because it's so wet. I don't know how chewy this is gonna be. We've had some unfortunate situations with tapas. Here we go. Okay, it's not chewy.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh. That's an extreme flavor.
Why does it taste like soap?
No.
It tastes like a soap to me.
No. That's not it. That one is not it.
Why does it taste like soap? It tastes like salty, bubbly soap.
In order to make sure it was clean and up to standards, they had to soak it in a soap bath before they served.
That is crazy.
That's not good. I don't like that. I don't think I'd ever get that again.
Beef tapa is just a straight 50-50. If it's gonna be like a 2 out of 10 or an 8 out of 10.
And that one's not the situation where most of them are, where you start biting into it and it's like as hard as a bone. And this one's tender. It's just like overly sweet and has a very weird flavor.
It doesn't taste like any other tapa we've had before.
Not great.
Nah.
The most important thing, Jollibee's attempt at the McGrid.
You've had McGriddles, right?
Yes, I like McGriddles. They're pretty dang good.
The McGriddle, just pancake. But do they put syrup on them?
Yes, they're infused with syrup. And then I usually get mine with sausage, not bacon, because sausage is superior to bacon.
I can't tell if that's bacon fat or syrup, but there is like shining, shimmering.
I think I got this in Dubai, actually, and it was much larger. It was like the size of normal pancakes. This one, it seems like they reduced the size of it.
Shrinkflation.
It actually looks like a decently like fluffy pancake. Are you kidding me?
Oh.
Syruply infused.
There's syrup. It's more of like just a syrup aroma rather than a syrup taste, but it's delicious. That's the best thing by far.
Wow, that is so good. Wow, what the heck?
The pancakes like aren't super thick, which is actually good for this.
They do weirdly like fall apart and then coat the entire roof of your mouth. Disgusting. Wow, that is super good. That is by far the best thing. This is like one of the best Filipino things I've had in the morning ever. I'd eat this all the time. And now the confirmed breakfast item of a pie.
Were they trying to upsell us and get us to buy it so they just agreed with what we said?
I don't know, but we have to follow the rules.
It's hot.
I haven't had one of these in so long, but it's so good. I literally forget this is on the menu half the time.
Sorry, I was dying from the heat. Yeah, the pies in Jollibee are delicious. I love their ube cheese one too.
Man, look at that thing. Ooh. Oh, no. That burned my finger.
So far, what are your opinions of the Jollibee breakfast? Are you surprised? Are you expected? Or are you disappointed?
I'm actually pretty impressed with obviously the pancake sandwich. By far, like not even close, the best thing on this array of food that we had here.
I would concur.
The longaniza is probably the second best behind the garlic rice, if you count garlic rice as something, but I'd say that's probably the second best.
Tapa.
No, I wouldn't eat the tapa ever again.
But before we head on to the fancy place, there's one order of business we have not done yet.
Mine broke.
Oh, whoa.
Mine tastes like tapa.
It tastes like what?
Tapa.
Oh.
It's a little unfortunate.
I was literally just to say it. That's a very solid egg. I think yours got a little hindered by the tapa there.
Yeah, look at there's tapa juice right underneath it. Morning Coke. Wow, that is a horrible Coke.
Really?
Horrible. It's not good at all.
It's carbonated, but it tastes like water.
Yeah, that's the worst Coke. That's the worst thing of the day right there.
Papa, I like you a little bit more now.
Jollibee. I mean, what is this overall rating of Jollibee? So honestly, most of the things were kind of like mildly disappointing. It's not like 600 pesos is cheap.
Yeah, that is true. You could go to a sit-down restaurant and then pay maybe 800, and the portions would be bigger, and the quality's probably higher too. But who knows? We'll see. We'll see at the next place after this. But Jollibee, yeah.
We'll see what the competition's like.
But will that epic Jollibee meal be able to beat our fancy breakfast? Let's head over to Manam and find out.
And now it's time for fancy.
What's up, my dogs?
He's thinking.
Hey, we're ready.
May I ask if you have any food allergies?
No.
What would you recommend for like a Filipino breakfast to try?
That's a very good question, sir. Actually, we have our daing na bangsilog and our house-made tapsilog.
Okay.
Tapsilog is beef, actually.
Okay.
It's a beef.
Okay.
So we'll try both of those.
And then can we try the super arroz caldo? Which one would you recommend, chocolate or ube?
Of course, our classic chocolate champorado.
Okay. We'll do that. Okay, thank you. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry for this lighting. We look like we're in some dystopian sci-fi movie.
Some very silver movie.
I don't know, what's the soundtrack? Whatever our air conditioner sound makes is the soundtrack for a sci-fi movie. It's literally a sound that I heard in the original Alien movie that I'm convinced they got it from an air conditioner at this point.
Do you think those people, there's some people that are on a, that always go out on the balcony to smoke, we always see them. Do you think those people are the aliens?
They might be. I mean, are we talking, so they're not xenomorphs, obviously, because xenomorphs can't shapeshift, but
It could be like Terminators.
yeah, they could be Terminators. Instead of going with like a super insane buff Arnold Schwarzenegger, they're like, let's just go with these like regular Filipino guys.
Yeah. That take their shirts off all the time.
Hey, I mean, it's the same thing as Arnold, minus like
True.
the muscles and
Yeah.
the steroid use and stuff like that.
We got a feast coming for our Manam though.
I'm ready.
Our fancy food.
So, Filipino breakfast, what are you most excited for of the things we got?
See, I love me some Bangus, but I'm pretty sure the Bangus we're getting is the dried fish version of Bangus.
Dried fish hasn't been on the top list of most of our foods we've tried in any country.
But it seems like it's also still fried, like, and there's still meat to it. That one's I'm most anxious about, but I don't know if I'm most excited about. We're getting some new foods too. Arroz caldo. Never had arroz caldo before.
It looks like Chinese congee with some more stuff in it. We got congee when we were in Shenzhen, and it was extremely basic. So this one, they throw a bunch of stuff in it, so it's gotta be better.
It's gotta be better.
Manam gives us water. Water. Jollibee didn't give us water. We had to pay for our drink, so this is a big deal. But does it taste good? Not a bad glass of Wawa.
Wow. Wow, guys.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Wow.
I love the way the water was iced and chilled before it was put into my cup.
You guys do not understand.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Holy balls. This is insane.
We got the same amount of items as our previous one, the fast food, but now we're looking at a lot of food.
5 times the amount of food that we had the first time. 5 times. I mean, this is insane. So, our dishes that we got are tapsilog, banguslog, arroz caldo, and champorado to finish it all up. We got the whole array of salty to sweet. It's breakfast time.
Brekkie.
I mean, I think we gotta start out with the caldo here because we've never had it before. Out of all of these, this is the one we've literally never had before. We technically had never had banguslog, but it just looks kind of like a bangus.
I'm assuming you're supposed to hollow this, am I right?
I don't know.
This is really goopy whoopy. Look at the goop sloop on this, watch.
It's like some dang, it's almost like the consistency of like a mashed potatoes and gravy type
Yeah.
thing. I have no idea what this is gonna taste like. Like I have a guess, but It's so much goopier than I expected it to be.
Smells like porridge.
Oh, are you a porridge boy? You have to make sure
I
you
don't
get.
think I've ever tried porridge.
Is congee considered a porridge?
Probably.
I think it is.
So in that case, that's the one time I've tried it.
So you gotta get a piece of chicken. You gotta get a piece of chicharron. What is this over here? Some dried garlic. Gotta get some of that. And then some scallions or on there or whatever. Let's do it. Oh, wow.
Oh.
That is 10 times better than the congee we had. Easily.
So smooth. No one flavor is overpowering. You just get a nice, well-rounded soup, but not soup because it's
Porridge.
Porridge. Because it's very textured.
It has a nice garlic flavor to it. I like the warmth that it goes down my tubes, you know? You can feel it down in my chest right now.
Do people drink this when they're sick? Eat this when they're sick?
Probably. It's like a chicken noodle soup of the Philippines, even though there's lomi. I really like this. This is actually really, really good. Really nice texture.
It's so well seasoned too.
It's like if you took chicken noodle soup and you just thickened it up and then added all these other flavors and textures to it.
If you made a chicken rice soup.
Same. That's the best thing we've had so far today, equally.
Yeah, sorry Jollibee pancake sandwich.
That's just, we have so much of it. It's so much.
We didn't even put a dent in that yet.
We didn't get this orange stuff in there, really. What is that?
I think it's the egg yolk. Because they had it was like ooping gooping out like a lava lamp, you know?
What type of eggs do they use at Manam?
It's very lava-y.
All right, egg time.
Where'd the other egg go?
It's sunk into the abyss. We're getting so much protein today with all these eggs.
You know what? Tastes like an egg.
With a little chicken on the outside. Yeah, that's good.
Is it as good as your Top-Salog soap egg from Jollibee?
No, I mean, that's probably the peak egg I've ever had in my life. So. Porridge down. On to the next. We'll crack into this Bangus. When we looked up dyeing the word online, it said dried, but when you look at this straight up, it doesn't look dried.
It just looks like your average half Bangus, like just when it's flipped over. You get a nice thick amount of meat here. Let's see the inside. Oh, they just split it in half.
That's convenient. That looks, it looks juicy. If it was dried, it wouldn't be juicy like that. We don't know the Filipino language.
Salamat, my kuya.
Garlic rice.
They even put the dang green onion on here.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
This is some appetizing looking rice.
We thought the Jollibee garlic rice was good. I have to imagine this is significantly better.
And the quality of the main dish will probably be much better here too.
So I wonder how this was cooked. Let us know down below. Like, what is the difference between this style of Bangus and the normal? The a la pobre. Think it.
Oh yeah. That.
To be honest, I had too much rice on my plate, on my spoon. I couldn't taste the Bangus right away. I could only taste rice.
That's so good.
I might get it straight up here.
This is like one of my favorite Banguses I've had in the Philippines. It's not too crazy. It's a very subtle flavor.
It's got a totally different vibe to it than the Gary's Grill or the Kuya J or even like the ones I've tried like at home cooking or something like that. It's got a different note to it.
And I think it's 100 times better for a breakfast version because you're not getting slapped with like some salty crispy fry or tons of different soy sauce and like sweetness flavors. It's just all well balanced and very subtle.
That would probably be the way I would prefer it any time of day, to be honest. This garlic rice, by the way, is better than Jollibee. Look at how layered the crispy garlic chunks are throughout it. It's not just on the top like a lot of other places.
The one thing about this Bangus here though is we didn't take very big bites.
It's gone.
And it's halfway gone already. This isn't gonna be much more expensive than Jollibee, I don't think.
No, it would probably be like, I would assume it's a little closer to 1,000, but I mean, this is so much more food. The food PPPP is probably higher.
Are you Data Duck 2.0?
Data Duck 2.0. PPPP.
Food PPP.
All right, we got the Tapsalog. Oh, this is a direct competition with Jollibee already because we got it. When you eat the garlic rice, you still taste it in your mouth after you've eaten it like minutes ago.
Yeah, it's so, and it's not like it's a bad flavor. It's so good.
It's really good. It seems like a small amount of Tapsalog actually. That's like 3 bites. The tapsilog here actually looks like a piece of beef and not whatever the heck the Jollibee one was.
Yeah.
I mean, I have had this tapsilog before, so I know it's good already, but comparing it to the Jollibee directly is gonna be wild.
Wait. Let's imagine in our minds the flavor from Jollibee earlier. Nice soap. Weird sweetness. Oh my god. Oh.
Right there.
It's crazy because it's not even close. We haven't finished our meal here yet, but Jollibee is not winning no matter what. I don't care what happens, even the price, nothing. Jollibee's not winning. They didn't pull up the top of.
That is so good. That's like one of the best Filipino dishes we've had at any restaurant, I feel like. That is so good.
The flavor profile is amazing. It's the perfect mix of the salty, the sweet, a little bit of sour in there even.
When you mix it with this, because the tapsilog, even though it has garlic on it, you don't really get hit with any garlic notes. This adds that garlic note that you need, balances it all out.
Yeah, it makes it so that like sometimes when you eat something with rice, it just kind of destroys the flavor a little bit. This one adds an element to it.
Yeah, I love that. It's kind of like how beef porridge always comes with garlic rice. Because beef porridge is kind of like the tapsilog is sweet. It's pretty, I'd say it's more sweet than it is salty, even though it's both. And then this really comes at you and balances it all out perfectly.
Yeah, because garlic's all on the same side is kind of like closer to a salty flavor, so then it kind of adds that as well.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely that savoriness you need in all of it to cut through. Rice is such a neutral flavor that it just kind of soaks in flavor, and it's what you need for that.
It's gonna look spooky on the kids.
I want this champurrado to have like that perfect like ring around the middle to the perfect spiral.
They used to call me the ring master in high school.
And what was that? Did you have like a human trafficking ring or something? What was going on?
No, I was circus. A ringmaster in a circus.
I don't remember there being a circus in your
An
hometown.
elephant named Bluey.
Bluey. That sounds like something from a children's cartoon.
What do you mean? The show that's literally called Bluey?
Start on the outside. I want it to be perfect. It's got to be perfect. What is this?
Is it cabbage?
Oh no! Oh no! It's the thing. Dried fish.
Are they just gonna be on the end here? Oh no!
I thought you were called the ringmaster.
It started pouring down the side of the glass. Well.
Oh no, guys. Oh no, we saw a picture of champurrado online and it had 2 pieces of dried fish in it, and we were like, oh, that would be so bad. And now we're looking in there and there's a bunch of it in our champurrado.
Our palates have changed somewhat to where we don't mind a nice mixture of salty, sweet, this, that, but I don't think fishy and chocolate will ever adapt to our palate, so.
No way. Let's see, champurrado. Really chocolatey. Really chocolatey.
It's really chocolatey.
That's good. That's definitely a dessert. I like it. I think it's good. Kind of reminds me of like a hot chocolate flavor, but then they just put rice in it.
I've never had like lower quality champurrado, so I don't know how this compares to those ones, because this one seems like the chocolate's really good.
I've had like the box champurrado from the store before, and I think it has slightly more of like a bitter flavor where you need to add more like condensed milk to it or something like that. It's the same note. It's the very, very chocolatey. This one's probably a little less sweet, but it has a much smoother chocolate, more of like a milk chocolate flavor.
Very solid food though. It's quite the unique dessert for breakfast though. Just overload with chocolate milk basically.
Do some of you guys eat this just as your breakfast?
We're saying it's weird, but at the same time, American breakfast is just super sweet.
Chocolate donut?
Yeah, people would eat a chocolate Long John donut filled with a milky cream.
Hopefully it's milky, because when it's like that, when it's the cream that's not like the custard, I don't like those at all. They're just like straight sugar.
They get really sweet then.
Manam, I mean, wow. We're not gonna make a decision yet. We're gonna get our bill, see how things are, but I think this might be the top contender for this challenge.
There's a smile on my face after eating this because it's so tasty.
And it was so tasty that it won. Manam is the best breakfast in the Philippines.